get some people in here, warming up, playing some random stuff. Change my sample too. Sorry about Fun My Own World. I had 0 people in here just a second ago. All of a sudden I see everybody in here. How's everybody doing? Double it to the next person. Oh, hey, thanks, bro. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, man, double those pesos and give them to the next person. I was having fun with a bunch of wacky sounds earlier, so I've got a hand drum here, playing a djembe with some sticks earlier. And warming up. I was going to record a song just because I haven't posted any new videos in so long. I've just been so busy working. But yeah, anyway, came out to warm up. And hope everyone's doing well. So just hanging out. What's everybody else up to? You speak Spanish? Very cool. Very cool, man. Oh, very cool. Yeah, just chilling now. Pretty weekend's over, right? Getting ready for work or school or whatever you got going for the weekend or the week ahead. Sorry. Try to play some blast beats with one bass drum pedal. Sorry, I'm losing people playing random stuff. Oh, thank you, bro. Live gig, interesting. Drum rolls. Oh yeah, well keep the pocket in playing drum rolls. Just playing double strokes like, or playing open stroke doubles. I don't know why I'm not a rock star, man. I don't want to live that life. That's why I'm not a rock star. I lived that life when I was much younger, and I no longer want to live that life. So I'm a happy old man. I'm a happy old man just sitting in my studio teaching students and doing the occasional gig, man. That's a tricky pattern. Batucada. I was playing that for my Spanish friend. Yeah, well, drum fills, or are you talking about rolls? Yeah, that's the ultimate struggle, and yes, I do online lessons. I have lesson videos on my channel as well. But since I have so many videos up there, I know it's hard to find certain things. But yes, I do teach. And my email is in my About section of my channel. So if you want to email me, it's there. It's JBlakeN, JBLAKEN, like my name, Blake Nunn, and then 2002 at gmail.com. So JBlakeN 2002 at Gmail. But yes, so coming up with constant ideas for fills, it's always hard. That's why it's good to trade fours or even with yourself and play metronome games. But as long as things are equaling out to that, you know, whatever your click is or that quarter note, that's really what matters. So if you're thinking of your subdivisions, that's what I would practice for your roll, especially if you want to play them within rolls and get up to 30-second notes. So if you're thinking of your rolls as eighth notes, or well, quarter notes too, if you want to play them at that note value. But usually eighth notes is what we start our double strokes out. Eighth notes, 16ths, 30 seconds, and then if you want to do triplets as well, phrasing your double strokes as triplets. So that's what I would practice, and things like 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. And you'll just get faster and faster with your double strokes that way. But I would go from nice big opens and just making sure it all equals out to that quarter note. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2, 1, 2. Or if you're playing 16ths. Or if you're playing 30 seconds. As long as your tempo works out to that, you're good to go, man. So yeah, I would, drum fills, yeah. So in using double strokes and that kind of stuff, I would recommend, if you want interesting ones, to play linear drum fills. So things where they don't stack together, we call things that are written on top of each other that come down at the same time, or two limbs come down at the same time, stacked grooves or stacked fills. And if you're playing them as linear fills, then it's only one limb at a time. So for instance, right, left, kick, kick, play to 16th notes. 1, E, and a, and a, and a. Right, left, kick, kick, right, left, kick, kick, right, left, kick, kick, right, left, kick, kick. That's a super useful one. You can use it everywhere. Once you get it sped up too, it's a really good one to use. That's a super, super useful one. Another good one I would recommend is 16th note triplets. Playing those as right, left, kick, kick. So 16th note triplets, you have 6 notes for every one downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Phrased as a triplet. Triplet, 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 triplet. Right? So. That's a great one. And you can speed that one up too and create really cool fills with that one. Yeah, honestly, the coolest fills are linear fills, brother. And if you stick a few in your bag and you really work with a metronome, and because the thing is, if you're doing things by habit or by, just kind of in the moment and you're on the spot and all of a sudden it's time for a fill, you're going to revert back to what you've practiced over and over and over and over and is in your muscle memory. So if that's just been single strokes and 16th notes, that's what's going to come out. You're 2, 3, 4. Right? So if that's all you practice, that's what's going to come out when you're put on the spot to play a fill. So if you sit there and you just really are methodical about it, I know the thing that people just don't want to do these days, sit there and do the work, focus, put in the practice, the discipline, that's where it pays off. So yeah, right, left, kick, kick is a great one. Played as 16th notes, 1, E, and up, and up, and up, E, and up, and then 16th note triplets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kick, kick. Then a cool one, if that's you want to start doing odd divisions, is a grouping of 5, where you're playing right, right, left, and then kick, kick. And you can do cool subdivisions with just those 3. Or even adding like a Bonham triplet in there too, you could do that. So that one's just right, left kick, rather than right, left, kick, kick. Right? Or left, right kick. So you want to practice some dominant, non-dominant, but yeah. Right, left kick, left, right kick, phrases triplets. And then you can start mixing and matching those together. So like right, left, kick, kick, the 16th note one, plus the one that's a triplet. So, and up, and up, and up, and up, 1, and up, 2, and up, 3, and up, 4, and up, 1, and up, 4, and up, 1, and up, 2, and up, 3, and up, 4, and up, 1, and up, 2, and up, 4, and up, 3, and up, 4, and up, 1. Okay? So those are some ways that you can get around it, kind of have some fun with it, mix and match. Yeah. Oh, very nice to meet you, bro. Yeah, developing a sense of time. That's just playing with the metronome, man. Or playing with songs. That's another way, right? Because you have to play to the song. It's not going to play to you. But you're going to eventually get to a point where cover songs are... And I'm sorry, my microphone's over here while my camera's over there. That's why I'm talking this way. I'm using an EAD, which is on top of my bass drum hoop. So, sorry about that. But yeah, if you... now I forget my point. Oh yeah, if you practice the songs, you're going to have to play to the song. It's not going to play to you, right? But if you practice with the metronome, man, and really put in the time, I promise you, if you put in the work now, it's going to pay off later. Eventually, you're going to have to put in the work, right? I mean, you're just going to have to sit there and do it, get it into your muscle memory. So the sooner you get that mindset, it'll help phenomenally, because then it's not like you're not going to get frustrated and that, it's like you're going to enjoy your instrument. You're going to be methodical about your instrument. You're going to learn more things than you could imagine about your instrument. You're going to keep the creativity going, the passion going, the sense of accomplishment and focus and discipline. All those things come through learning the instrument for sure. Yeah. Oh. Hey, thanks. I don't know what my side profile looks like. But yeah, so if you're playing like a groove, and even trading chords with yourself too, so that's what's important. That's what I meant about that'll help with the creativity. Play some metronome games, really try to vary that pulse, practice your divisions, so knowing your subdivisions, knowing how to count, that's going to help you not speed up and slow down. So... them as one. Play them as double stroke. Now I'm playing with one hand. So that way you can pair it up. And let me move this djembe out of the way too. So what you can see is I'm keeping time on my hat. That's what's integral to developing a good sense of internal time. So we call it burying the pulse or burying the metronome. But since we're human, we're going to speed up and slow down. All we can do is have what's called relative perfect time, right? So a metronome has perfect time. It's a computer. It's not going to speed up, slow down. If you're a human being, you're going to get excited. You're going to get tired. You're going to be happy one day. You're going to be sad the next day. You're going to have energy. You're not. There's going to be tons of times where you come out to your instrument and you might not feel like even playing, right? So that's why it's important to bury all of those different skills within what we call relative perfect time, and burying that stuff within you, because it takes a while. It really does. But like I said, you can develop that with playing to songs, or playing to a metronome would be even better. So, yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping time on the hat while I'm playing all my other divisions. 1, 2, 3, which takes a whole nother skill, because now it's 4-way independence, right? Rather than 3-way independence. But it helps to eventually be able to play it. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Right, so whatever I'm playing, or right, so whatever I'm playing, I've got that pulse buried on my left foot. So that way, if I'm playing whatever division it is, and that's why it's so important to know your subdivisions, counting quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you could go to quarter note triplets, but I'll go to eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and eighth note triplet. Eighth notes and then eighth note triplets. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Those are eighth note triplets. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 versus regular eighth notes or straight eighths. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay? And then 16ths. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. Right? So once you know your subdivisions that way and you can play them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 3 and a 3 and a 3 and a 4. So sorry. I'm getting into way higher subdivisions now, but I went from 16th to 16th note triplets to 32nd notes, basically. So yeah, if you know your subdivisions, that helps tremendously. But yeah, linear fills is what I recommend, bro. So, do some that are stacked. Play your normal fills. Play whatever you're comfortable with, and then mix and match those with like 2-bar fills, and go back to the drawing board, like Pat Boone, Debbie Boone, Pat Pat Boone, Debbie Boone, all those kind of things, or bucket of fish. There's lots of different ways to remember those things. So if you're not a reader and you're not a counter and you're just kind of playing by feel with everything you do, that'll help too, Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing, brother? Oh yeah, bro, that's what most of all my practice is never on the kit. It's just having sticks in my hands playing on a pad. Heck yeah. I don't even play on the kit much anymore. I mean, I've been busy working, but let me grab my pad really quick, I'll show you. I just put it on my legs, man, and then stomp on the ground. That's all you gotta do. That kind of thing. So then you're just playing like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah, man. Well, I broke my shoulder, so I don't know if you knew about that, but I had to have my shoulder completely reconstructed about, I don't know, I guess it's been about 2 months now. 7 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that. So yeah, I had 8 screws and 2 plates put in my arm. Yeah, I'm just answering questions, man. But always happy to see you stop by. Let me grab my pad really quick. Yeah, bro, I'd show you my scar, but let's just say, imagine a compound fracture where my collarbone was almost coming out of my body, and they had to reset that, reattach it to my shoulder, put 8 screws through it, and 4 plates. So I'm just getting back into playing again, man. So yeah, back to the point of when you're playing here on the pad and coming up with ideas, same idea. You can play, left foot hi-hat, right foot on the floor, but you can still play it that way. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... So whatever you're playing, or your divisions. Oh, yeah, dude, listen to Chris, man. He's a professional drummer for the military. So he's an Army drummer. But yeah, man, just use your practice pad. That's getting back to my point. But that's what's important, man. And then whatever you put your sticking into here, it's going to come out on the kit when you get back on the kit. Stomping on the ground, playing, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Or whatever, and then practicing your fills like right, left, kick, kick, 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 right, left, kick, kick. Kick, kick, right, left, 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 kick, kick. That kind of thing. Or that division of 5, which I was going to show. Right, left, kick, kick, right, left, kick, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a cool one. Once you speed it up, you can practice just as 16th. Or practice it faster as 30 seconds. It turns into that. So that's a cool one. I like that one, that division of 5. Right, left, kick, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A grouping of 5. And yeah, it's never too late to learn how to read, man, at all. It's very simple. Drum music is the easiest to read out of any music. But if you're not reading, you got to at least be counting, bro. It's only counting to 4. I know you can do that in your sleep, right? That's why the joke is drummers are stupid and can only count to 4, right? But nothing could be further from the truth, really, if you're a dedicated drummer and, know your craft and know your theory. But technique is super important in my opinion. That's going to carry you through anything you play, is good technique and then working with your subdivisions and knowing how to count, man. It's literally, that's what it is. And if you can say the syllable count, that's what it sounds like, and then you can play it, So if you can count to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's what your quarter note sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can count, 8th notes are counted with an and in between the numbers. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Don't forget the and after beat 4, because 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It has to be exactly 8 8th notes in one measure of music. 16th notes are counted 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and up. So if you can just start there with those 3 types of note values, quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 16th notes, 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and Just play those 3 for a while, man. That's all you got to do. Then once you start to listen to the music, then it'll make more sense when you hear like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2. Then you'll know like how to anchor yourself around the song and where the quarter notes lie and how your divisions fit within the song. Oh, heck yeah. But it sounds like he's a beginner. So if he's not reading or counting, and is kind of figuring out stuff, I figured going into odd time would be a little rough right off the gate. But yeah, Chris is right. Practicing stuff, odd time. I think he put 2/4 in there as well. That's not really odd, but yeah, playing, you know, in other divisions, other meters. So that's why it's important to understand a difference between like playing a grouping, but you're still in 4/4, right? Or like a grouping of 5, but within a bar of 4/4, versus a bar of 5, like 5. You know, so there's a lot of stuff to learn, man. But yeah. So what he's talking about is instead of just counting to 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and play stuff like in 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then things like 6, if you double like there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or things like playing in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what he's talking about. So learning odd meters as well. Yeah. Yeah, so that means you're playing by ear. You're playing by ear and feel, and you probably have a good ear. Yeah, a lot of people that, you know, they don't know how to read, like even professional musicians, but they count it. They count though, you know, they're still counting. You got to be able to count, bro. But yeah, if you have a good ear and you're playing by feel, that's it, man. So just think of like AC/DC or something, right? Like da 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 da, you know. You know, so then you start to associate things with melody, because that's really what we're trying to copy. Is within the rhythm section is, you know, I think of like the guitar, the melody or something is in my right hand within my ride pattern. Then obviously your bass drum is like copying the bass guitar. Then you got your backbeat with 2 and 4. So it's all kind of theoretical. You know, it's like how do you approach your instrument? Well then, yeah, man, you see what it can turn into. But let me tell you something. Dave Weckl did his homework. Dave Weckl knows how to read. Dave Weckl knows how to count. Dave Weckl practices technique. Dave Weckl practiced his subdivisions. You know what I mean? So, and I ain't no Dave Weckl, and I'm trying to do it. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's all kind of a mental thing of how you approach it. And then there's all sorts of styles to learn too, man. You gotta learn, like, you know, if you want to learn some Latin rhythms, starting with things like the bossa, you know. Yeah, exactly, man. And going back to the source, that's something that a lot of people don't do nowadays, Ash, is go back far enough. You know, kids today, I don't know how old you are, but I'm just saying what people I interact with and kids nowadays, they think music like started in the 90s. You know what I mean? So you have to kind of get them to go back. And then it's like, oh, they think music started in the 70s. And you're like, no, man, you got to go way back. So, but go check Chris's channel out too, man. He has phenomenal videos, and he says he's no Neil Peart, but he'll play Neil's stuff note for note. So, Chris, phenomenal drummer, man. But yeah, and it's just about the community too. You know, join our community, ask questions, find the people you gravitate towards and you like, the ones that you can tell have a little more experience and approach the craft in that certain way, versus ones that are just kind of playing for fun or playing by ear. You know, But yeah, so whatever you're enjoying, but yeah, I'll definitely help you out, man. I've got plenty of stuff that we could, go over right away, and I'll give it to you for free. I don't care. I have a whole curriculum I follow. So, this is my torn up drum set book too, but just going through, book after book after book, and just learn how to read, learn how to count, giving you practice exercises, stuff like that. It comes along quick though, I promise you, dude. You just sit there for a couple weeks practicing quarter notes, eighth notes, sixteenths, double strokes, single strokes, a paradiddle, knowing your rudiments, that kind of stuff. That's important too. You can get a lot out of single strokes, yeah, but if you want to play the cooler shiz, you're going to have to know some more stuff than double. There's just single strokes, like at least some double strokes and a paradiddle. So that's my advice. But all right, man. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Nice to meet you, Ash. Have a good rest of your day and week ahead, bro. Nice to meet you. Hey, Chris. How you been, man? Hey. You as well, bro. Good to see you, Chris. Love you, man. I hope you've been well, and yeah, we'll be in touch. Will do, my friend. Yeah, bro, it was brutal. I got a scar across my entire, basically from my pec all the way to the top of my shoulder, and I'm completely numb in that area now because they severed all my nerves. So I can't feel anything up here anymore. Pretty crazy. And that was just a couple months ago that happened, man. So, but you know me, break my back, and then I'm back on the kit, and then I have a surgery, and I'm back on the kit, and then this happened, and back on the kit. So whatever happens, man. Thanks, buddy. Good to see you, man. To try to record this song. How's everybody else? I've got some lurkers in here. How's everybody else doing? Thought I just heard something. Sorry. jeans. And I'm doing, I keep tripping myself up. And because I have these little grippies on the sticks that get caught on my jeans, man. Whoops! What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, that could be cool. You guys can even hear the djembe. It's projecting away from the microphone, so. Just playing the six, playing some little tribal grooves and stuff. I was gonna try to play this Christmas song here in a minute, so might sign off in a minute. But thank you guys for hanging out, and hope everyone's doing well. And I get more people again. What's up, everybody? Well, welcome in if you're new. Oh, okay. having too much fun by myself, getting in my own world. Play some blast beats with one pedal. Anybody else in here? No, I get some stragglers kind of coming in and out. I do talk. That's a cool one too. Hey! Hey! All right, well, I guess I'll just talk to myself and play by myself and hang on by myself. That's a tricky groove. Well, for one pedal, I should say. If you're playing it double pedal, little easier. Yeah, playing single pedals, a little tricky. Little break beats, so it's a little D and B, drum and bass breaks. Those are always fun. Man, no one's chatting. No one has any questions or wants to say hi or anything? Those are always cool. 16-note triplets too. Right, kick, kick. Playing with bottom triplets. You can create some really cool grooves with that one lick. You can match it with like a triple stroke in your left hand. That's what's tricky about it. It's like two notes stacked, one note doesn't. This part's linear. And then putting in those ghost notes. And then getting that accent in there. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Lindsay, what's up? I'm just kind of goofing around, honestly, just doing a live stream, saying hi to people, playing some different stuff. Really, I came out to warm up, to record a song since I haven't posted anything in so long. But now I'm getting sidetracked and just doing a live stream. How's your Thanksgiving and everything, Lindsay? How's everything going? Oh, left hand strengthening stuff. Well, honestly, you already know what it is, Lindsay. You just got to sit there and do it, girl. Really, you know? Everything that you do with your right hand, just try to copy that with your left hand. I know that's much easier said than done. I totally get that, but that's the idea, at least, you know? So everything you've learned, double stroke, pair, do everything with now left hand lead. Like I said, I think I've told you a time or two before, I spent an entire year where I just did nothing but play left-handed and open-handed. For a whole year. An entire year. That's all I did. Rather than playing crossed, you know, right-handed, I would then, and I would switch it, where I play. You know, so that way, crossed, open. It will really help in that way. Hey, hello. Hello, Galloway Kids Phone. I'm assuming that you're a kid. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, Lindsay, sorry, back to your question really quick, and then I gotta get to some playing. Is start now with left hand lead, okay? And really, what's gonna strengthen your fingers and strengthen that wrist is really paying attention to French versus German or match technique, okay? So when you're playing, you want to really make sure that you're focusing on, is your thumb on top of the stick or is your thumb on the side of the stick with German technique, right? Or match technique. So when you're playing that stuff, sit there, fingers, French technique. So it should look like that with your fingers in front. That'll really strengthen your fingers. And what you're going for is 12 o'clock and use that rebound. So you're really, using that motion and all within your fingers. That's super important. Oh yeah, sure, Mohammed. In just a second. Yeah, sure. Arrange ideas in a solo. Yeah, that's complicated, man. That's a great question. But yeah, so I'm sure your teacher's proud of you, Lindsay. You're doing great. You've done awesome, even just since I've met you and seen you on YouTube. Super proud of you. So yeah, practice those strokes with your left hand now. Now start to go from French technique, fingers. Really work on that stick height, because that's what's going to work on the muscle and control. And really, a great exercise is to do one finger at a time. So pointer, middle, ring, pinky, right? And pinky's hard. Pinky's hard. So I'm holding so your fulcrum point is changing between just that finger and your thumb. You're going up and down your fingers, right? And then put all your fingers back together. So that way all of your fingers will be stronger with your pulling down and in unison. So you won't have like little pinky sticking out or, weird grips and, this kind of stuff happening with your hands while you're holding the stick. everything will feel good, and all your fingers will be in the equation because you've practiced finger to finger. But yeah, use that French technique and use those fingers, and then get them up to 16ths. So 1 E and single strokes, right? So you're just playing singles, and as French. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E, and then switch to German, and 2 E and back to French. French, 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 German. Right? So going back and forth between French and match, that will really help in getting your fulcrum point. But you have to look at your hands. You have to be super deliberate about it. You have to think in the way of everything you can do in your right hand, then now try to do that in your left hand, Double strokes, working on really good motion, really good wrist and finger control. And touch. Touch is what's going to help you. Touch is harder to develop than just hammering something out, right? So you're probably playing with more whole arm at this point. That's why it's a little more difficult for you to figure out the wrist and finger point. So remember, you can always put a stick over your wrist to remind you, don't use your arm. The minute you lift your arm, the stick's going to hit it. So can't do that. You have to play from here. You have to play from the wrist and with the fingers. So you're probably doing more of like a, power stroke type of motion, or more of a, like a power stroke motion, or playing from kind of the elbow and the shoulder more than the wrist and fingers. So, just doing good stretches, thinking wrist, finger motion, waving by. That's really what it should look like. So in both your wrists. Nice and flexible and loose. I know a lot of teachers in band or like drumline, they're going to tell you to play tight because everything's uniform, closed, tight, and straight lines and everything because it's marching band and everything's in unison, and playing traditional technique and that kind of stuff. But when you're playing kit and you're trying to conserve energy and you're trying to play fast and you're trying not to injure yourself and all that, play loose. Play really loose. You can see I have a giant gap in between my thumb and my fulcrum point. So the minute you see this close up, open. No. Loose? Yay. Okay. That's what you were to think. So tight and hard is not better. Looser and more relaxed is going to help you flow with it, And then back to Muhammad's question. Oh, very cool. Yeah, just, you don't have, just try the best you can, Lindsay. Don't do every finger, just do the ones that work the best. And really work with that control, and think wrist and fingers, rather than arm. Because you've played that way for so long now, it's like untraining a bad habit, right? You have to mentally think about it a different way. You have to really put in the focus, to catch yourself when you start to go back to the bad habit. It's going to take some work, that's for sure. It's going to take some work. As I'm smashing my hair down. Yeah, not at all. But it's really, you just have to really think about it, Lindsay, and I know it's easier said than done, but, when you sit down, you got to be really deliberate, and it sucks. It takes a lot of mental energy. It really does. It's not fun. It's not a fun process, but I promise you, once you get back to the end of it, then it's super fun, because then you can play all this more cool stuff, right? And the more stuff you can play, the more fun your instrument is. So it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth doing. Highly recommend it. And just sit there and play, like 16ths with one hand. And like I told you, fingers and then wrist. So work on your fulcrum point. That'll really teach your brain too the difference between playing a wrist stroke and playing a finger stroke, and then playing a wrist and finger stroke in conjunction. Because that's what you're doing with the double stroke. Wrist, fingers. Wrist, fingers, right? Wrist, fingers. So that pickup, that rebound stroke is a finger stroke. So you really, you know, if you're doing double strokes, it should be wrist, fingers, wrist, fingers, wrist, fingers. And then back to Mama's question. Sorry, I don't know if you're still here, dude, but I'll still answer it. Yeah, coming up with ideas for solos for pieces. Let me go back to the question too. So obviously work off your melody, man. You got to have the motif in your brain. And congratulations to the person on Facebook Marketplace that got a new kit. That's very awesome, my dude. Very cool. Sorry, I'm bringing everything closer so I can read. Okay, ideas in a solo. Sorry, I'm reading all your questions. I'm trying to answer them, guys. Great questions, by the way. This is great. I love it. So, yeah, coming up for ideas with solos. It depends on if you're just trying to shed and try to come up with your own ideas and work on your own skills and work on your own divisions and, you know, coming up with ideas without repeating yourself. That's always the trick, is not reverting back to just playing. Every chance you get a time for a fill, you just revert back to 16ths, you know? You know, that kind of thing. Yes, you're going to repeat yourself. You're going to go back to what you've practiced. And that's what happens when you're put on the spot and you don't really have time to think about it. And all of a sudden you're thrown into a moment. What's going to come out is what you've practiced and is in your muscle memory. So if you sit there and put in the time, that's one thing. So, you know, if you're practicing for shed. If you're doing a solo that's in a piece of music, that's a completely different idea, right? So if you're soloing by yourself, usually you want to have some type of idea. What's the meter you're playing in? Are you playing in 4? Are you playing in 6? Are you playing in 7? Or, you know, whatever it is. And then, what's your tempo? What are your subdivisions around that pulse within that meter? And then practicing all of your sticking stuff within that, practicing linear stuff, syncopated stuff, stacked stuff, you know, all those different foundational things of the kit. That's what's going to help you with your solo ideas, because then when you turn on like a metronome, you're going to hear quarter notes around your pulse, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. But then you should be able to hear every other division around that as well as a good drummer. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Or triplets, right? 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a triplet, 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 1, 2, right? So if you practice that stuff and you know your subdivisions, that will really help too, because then you're going to come up with better ideas and more ideas without repeating yourself and always going back to that subdivision. Okay? That's one idea, or that's one rule or step, I guess. Then practice those subdivisions, right? And have a metronome going, or try to play with your hat going on quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, So just say you're playing like Uptown Funk, for instance. I don't know, it just came to mind. I think I was talking about it earlier or something, but da 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 bum bum. Da 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 bum bum. Right? Then you've got a little melody going on in your head. So if you know the whole motif and you can repeat that phrase in your head while you're playing it, then you've got a melody in your head that you can play the ideas to. That will exponentially increase your ideas and help you not to repeat yourself. Because if you can sing that melody in your head, then just start to solo off it. And then, you know, so then you can take like the pieces that are in the music, you know, copy those from the actual part, sure, do that, but then come up with your own ideas. You know, sing the melody in your head. So like that part in the actual song is like, uptown funk gonna funk you up, uptown funk gonna funk you up, uptown funk gonna funk you up, da 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 da. You know, where it's got that kind of build part to it. And then you go back to your pattern. So if you kind of practice around that and you sing those things in your head too, that will really help you to not repeat yourself and to come up with new ideas, right? Because you're trying to copy the melody rather than copy yourself, if that makes sense, with the stuff you've practiced in muscle memory over and over and over. It'll take you out of your head in a different way, totally. So if you're, you know, practicing to a melody, try to sing it to yourself even if you're not playing to a song, you know, that kind of thing. Or if you're in a garage band, whatever your guitarist is coming up with, or whatever you're coming up with in the garage band, you know, try to play it within the sense that you're copying the melody and you're coming up with ideas that complement the song and complement the melody. But yeah, man, know your subdivisions, know your genre, know your dynamics, you know, soft fills, loud fills, use your instrument, orchestrate, you know. So here's the thing, is even if you're just playing single stroke 16ths, just orchestrate it around the kit in different ways and you can make it sound totally different rather than just, sorry, that's a little loud. Right? But if you do like, you know, whatever it is. Man, you know? Oh, polyrhythms, dude. You already want to start learning polyrhythms, Ash? Okay, cool, man. So here's the thing. With polyrhythms, it's hard for the brain to figure that stuff out, bro. We call them splitting lines too. Like if you're playing just hands and you're doing stuff on practice pad, playing like a 5 in, you know, your right hand with a 3, you know, 5 against 3 or 3 against 2, 4 against, whatever it is. An easier one I would start with is 4 against 3. Since you're already playing in 4, just add 3 to that. And what we do is we use mnemonic devices. So a spoken phrase that sounds like the polyrhythm without technically counting it, and without counting, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, you know, that kind of thing in your brain where you're trying to think 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, that's a hard way to start to figure that stuff out. The easier way is to do a mnemonic device. So, what I was taught for that one, 4 against 3, is pass the, and I'm not going to curse because that's what they would told me, but pass the gosh darn butter. Pass the gosh darn butter. Okay? Da 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 da. Pass the gosh darn butter. Pass the gosh darn butter. Da 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 da. Pass the gosh darn butter. 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 Okay, so then you can try to copy the phrase rather than copying, you know, 4 in this hand and 3 in this hand and counting it that way. So what I'm doing is I'm playing pass, gosh, darn. So that's where you start with the unison note on beat 1. That's where both come down together. Together, a unison note, or kind of flammed if you want to play it that way too. Play it more like a flam, but that's your first note, beat 1. Okay, Okay, and then you're playing the 4 in your right hand and the 3 in your left hand. And what it is together, right, left, right, together, right, left, right, together, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, That's the first one I learned. Then put it onto your feet. And have fun putting it into a pattern. Thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate that. Yeah, and unfortunately, with my work schedule and everything, I have no time to play anymore. That's what I was just saying. I came out here to try to record a video for Christmas and just at least post something. Just because work's been so busy that I haven't had any time to play. I mean, I might practice here and there for my own stuff, and obviously I'm teaching my lessons, but as far as like playing tunes and doing covers and collabs and all that, I haven't been able to. So that's kind of what you want to try to get your left hand up to, Lindsay. So if you watch my hand, hey, 4 years, awesome, very cool, congrats. So if you're kind of watching my hand as I'm doing that, and remember, I play with Weckel technique, so that's why my front finger is hanging off. So I play Weckel technique where my middle finger is my fulcrum point. I had someone come up to a video, he's like trying to get, you know how drummers when they're first learning stuff, they're like want to give everyone else advice on how to play the instrument. I was the same way, so I was like, whatever, I get it. But you know, I was using Weckel technique, and he's like, oh man, don't use the pointer finger. We use rebound as drummers and all, you know, all this stuff. And I was like, well, yeah, that's precisely the reason I'm not using my front finger, because you get way more rebound and you have way more range of motion if you take that front finger out of the equation. So anyway, but yeah, that's why you'll see my fingers. But what it helped me is it forced me to use all 3 of my fingers at the same time, Lindsay. That's why I recommend Weckel technique too. If you're holding here, the tendency is to play more in the front of the stick and play fulcrum, 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 that kind of thing, right? But if you're grabbing in the back and you take your front finger out of the equation, you have to use those back 3 fingers and all as one group kind of thing. So that'll really help too, is if you practice Weckel technique. But yeah, I'm basically doing French and German. And you can just kind of speed it up. It's kind of fun. No, yeah, your thumb is always in the equation. Thumb is always in the equation. But yeah, your front finger, your pointer hangs off. But your thumb is always in the equation. So I'm just saying basically your fulcrum point shifts from here to now here. But watch, I'll show you what that does. Because if you open up your hand in that way, you get way more range of motion. So if you're pinching here in the front, or you're playing tight and you're playing all wrist, you know, and guiding the stick down for every note you play, rather than letting the stick just bounce back up into your hand, that's the key right there, Lindsay, to playing faster with your left hand is rebound, you know? Speaking of rebound, as I was just saying. But using rebound, it's all rebound. So if you let the stick bounce like it would fly out of your hand, you know, as if you didn't catch it, it would fly out of your hand. That's what you want to control, is that bounce, and get the stick to do the work for you. That's the key to anything, is getting the stick to do the work for you rather than your hands or your body. So yeah, basically, instead of here, I'm pinching here, stick can only come this far back. Now watch, all of a sudden I take this away and I open up my hands. Now I can flick the stick this far back. So you basically go from grabbing here and only coming to right about here, to then take that finger away, use all fingers and open up your hands. Now all of a sudden you can bring the stick past, parallel with the ground. So now all of a sudden you can do rim shots, too, but power strokes without any arm motion. Whoa, see, sorry, that was very loud. I'm on talking microphone too. Dang, I'm so sorry, guys. That just probably killed all of you. Sorry. But yeah, then you can do loud notes with just wrist and fingers, rather than bringing your whole arm back and playing a power stroke. So yeah, you're basically open hand, thumb always still there, but now instead of pointing right here, you're holding it in the middle, using all three fingers as one group. And then what I had to do at first was point my finger to remind myself, don't go back to grabbing like this. Don't go back to grabbing like this. Because I would go back to closed, my hand wasn't open, and I would go back to my pointer finger. So I'd have to think about it. And so for a while, I would just point my finger off into space. So I was like, okay, if it's off pointing, like I can't use it, right? So maybe that's what I was doing in the videos. I was doing something like this, right? And he's like, don't use your pointer finger. But using your pointer finger is doing this. Big difference. Big difference doing that and choking the rebound versus putting it on the side and just letting it hang there and doing that. Big difference in that. So anyway, yeah. All those things are cool to discover though, Lindsay, as a drummer, You just have to figure that stuff out. So yeah, vocal technique is great for that. It'll help you play faster, do it. Do things like, 8-4-2 is what I call it. But it's 8-4-4-2-2-2-2. So you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Double strokes. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, then just speed it up. And work with that touch. Let the stick do the work. That's my advice. Always let the stick do the work. Yeah, just the finger. Everything else is still there. And that's basically why you'll see, like when I'm playing, why I'm so relaxed and just kind of like eyes closed a lot of the time too, and just off in my own world. But yeah, I play everything really relaxed, That's the key, man. Just like let your sticks do it. I start to like lose people. I don't know, coming and going. What's everybody doing, man? Talk to me. Talk to me. Everybody talk to me. Oh, let's turn my mic down. Whoops. Everybody talk to me. Okay, there we go. Whoa. Everybody's gone and nobody wants to talk anymore. That could be cool. Cool sound. Oh, gosh, losing everybody. Sorry. I like doing that too. Alright guys, well, I think it's about time to sign off here in just a minute. I'm getting dark screen coming up, guys, so I'm gonna have to end the stream. Gotta go plug into some power. But it's good to see all you. Thanks for oh, do you amen break, please? Okay, my phone might die in the middle, but I'll do it. Thank you. Thanks, bro. Or you might be a girl, or broette. But yeah, thank you. That might be all you get, man. A little bit of an amen break. I think my phone's about to die. But yeah, that's fun. Those are cool grooves.